All right, hello everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're playing some more Stormworks Build and Rescue. So in the last bunch of videos I put up there, you'll see I made this mega rocket. And we took that mega rocket and it actually worked. I didn't think it was going to work, I'm going to be honest. And it worked. It went to space and then it actually went to the moon. I didn't think it was going to get to the moon, but it went to the moon. So I'm very impressed. And now that I was able to complete that whole process, right, I had to create a modular system so we could load and unload the rocket, the massive rocket, right? I had to put cranes on it. I got to see how all those elements performed in space, right, in motion, what they do, how to control them, how they break. Um, yeah, saw a lot. So made it to the moon, had some vehicles. I thought they were going to work. They did not. So now I realize that I'm going to have to make several trips back and forth to the moon so I can test different types of vehicles out. So what we're doing now is this is basically the start of a new build. This is going to be a science fiction spacecraft, which is going to have wings on it and a body. And we're going to load and unload vehicles this way. So when it's in the atmosphere of the moon, it'll control like a plane. And when it's in the atmosphere of the Earth, it'll control like a plane. And when it's in space, it'll control like a spaceship. Yeah, I'm hoping it's going to work. So like I say, I just was going to provide a little bit of commentary in this quick video, just some updates. I've learned a lot about how gases work. When you put tanks in a row and you put other tanks in a row and you empty them, they'll empty into this tank and then so on and so forth. So pressure is really important. So I've learned a lot in how to make valves, threshold valves, and all this kind of stuff. And we're going to be adding all those elements into this ship. And I think step number one is going to be hopefully taking it to space. Step number one is, will it go to space? Right? Will it go to space? So yeah, essentially that's what we're doing. We're going to try and build a spaceship. Far more science fiction than the mega rocket, whatever you want to call that thing. Like I say, thoroughly impressed with it. The performance was amazing, and I learned a lot about how, what it takes to get to the moon. Ooh, that's nice. That's the end of the road there. All right, we can do that. So in this build, I'm going to go over a lot of things. I'm going to go over the tanks, how I set them up, why I set them up, what happens, all that stuff. We're going to talk more about the science that it takes to get to space and then to get to the moon. You have to go a long, long ways, right? And now that I've done that, now that I've gone the distance, I know what the distance is, and I'm able to calculate now. I'm able to calculate. So, our tanks, here we'll make these, so it's essentially, it's two to one. 2 tanks per engine until you get into the very large. When you get into the large one, I was using 3, but you probably want to use 4. And then it took 6, so 12 tanks in total to get to the moon in the last rocket ship of each gas. And that's just the main engines. One, two, three, 4. Oops. 5. 6, and then I want to say it took double that. That represents 1 engine. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, and then there was another 3. Yeah. So that is enough fuel for 1 engine in the last rocket to go to space. It takes that much fuel in the last rocket because of its size. And you'll see that as you get bigger, it takes a lot more fuel to get there. So due to the small size of this craft, right, this is probably, let's see, this is probably more than enough. This is the largest size engine. So what we want to do is we want it to go up here, and then maybe we'll put one in the back. Oh no, he's got to go on the bottom. Maybe there, and then on the back. Maybe there. Alright, and then we just have to find the inputs. Alright. So that's enough fuel for those 2 engines. Then you need fuel for space. For deep space. Deep space is just when you're traveling from the Earth to the moon. So we take the same amount of fuel. Which is how I had the tank set up. It was 3 to 1. So that should be enough to leave the Earth, and that should be enough fuel to burn to the moon. Then you just need fuel to land. And fuel for your thrusters. So All right. All right, make sure you set the tanks up. All that good stuff. Yeah, so I'm going to keep going on with this, making the body and that, and then when I get to the more technical stuff, I'll provide commentary for that. So thanks for watching, and we will have a great day. I hope you're all having a great day watching those videos, and we will see you in the next one. Bye for now.